Alright, and hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to the Pokemon Violet, the Teal Mask DLC Let's Play. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we had to go and chase on after the Loyal 3, and they were going to be making their way over towards to where the dreaded den was, where Orgrapon was going to be staying at. Well, we had to go and put a stop to them, and we had to go and face against off with the Munkidori Pokemon. But then Carmen and also Kieran also went and showed up, but then the Loyal 3 decided to go and disperse and head off into their each respected areas, where we have to go and try to collect with their different masks. Now, I want to say that the three different masks are going to be known as the Wellspring Mask. I want to say that the other one is known as the Hearthflame Mask, and the other one is going to be known as the Cornerstone Mask. Now, I want to say that we're going to be getting, I think, the Wellspring Mask and then also the Cornerstone Mask here for this episode for today. Now, I just want to go and point this out to you guys that this is going to be a post-production audio recording of our time here within this episode. Now, if you guys must probably want to know exactly what has happened here during the time of the original recording of this video, well, basically, I was a complete idiot, and I did not realize that in my Audacity that I had the volume so sky high within the volume of the Blue Yeti that it was completely disorienting the whole entire video that was going on, and I did not like that at all whatsoever. So I decided to go and do a little bit of a post-production type of thing, and at least dim down with the audio quality here and make sure that everything is going to be a little bit better. So hopefully this is going to work, and this should be at least a fair enough good episode for you guys so that you won't be having your ears bleeding throughout this episode. But anyways, for here we have to go and talk to three different locals within our time within Moxie Town. And the first one we just went and I just believe went and talked to about the Fizzadippy Pokemon, the one that is going to be the flyer Pokemon of the Loyal 3. Just got ourselves with some information about that, and I believe that's over at the Oni Mountains. For this guy here, he's going to go and talk about that there's this type of pond, I think, and we have to go and show up to where the Munkidori is going to be at. Now, also, too, there is also one more other person that we have to go speak on over towards, too, and that's going to be located over at the community center. Now, we have to go behind the actual center itself and go and talk on over towards to a lady that's going to be there. And I believe she is going to be the one that's going to be able to go and talk to us about with the Okidogi. And Okidogi is actually located in the Paradise Barrens area. And that's going to be the very first Titan Pokemon that we are going to have to go and verse around out here with. And yes, each of these different Loyal 3 Pokemon that we have to go and verse are all going to be somewhat of a Titan Pokemon within our time of this battle. So make sure that you guys are all fully prepared up or anything for that type of nature. And that is going to be a nice, good, safe idea before going and stepping forth into the actual battle. But it seems like for me, since I was going into it, I think I was somewhat okay, because I think we actually do have the right type of Pokemon for the job for that time, because we already know a little bit about Munkidori, because I think Munkidori has a super effective type of weakness where it is going to be weak to, it looks like, with dark type moves or like ghost type of moves. So it's pretty interesting around with that. Now, I want to say Okidogi, I want to say is a poison and fighting typing, and then I want to say Fizzadippy is a poison and fairy typing. Now, we haven't really seen a poison and fairy typing Pokemon yet, but I think we should at least be somewhat okay within our time anyways. But if you at least have like some sort of like psychic Pokemon with you, or at least some sort of psychic type move, you should be somewhat okay within all of the different Loyal 3 Pokemon, because it seems like most of them are all like somewhat having some sort of poison typing relation into what's going on with the Loyal 3. Can't really recall exactly on what Munkidori's typing is going to be at, but those are the only two type of typings that I already kind of know about with the Loyal 3 so far, as the Poison and Fire for Okidogi and Fizzadippy for the Poison and Fairy. But anyways, hopefully you guys will go and enjoy out with the other episode of our time, because this is not going to be the only thing that we're going to be doing out here. We are, of course, going to be going to do some time with some of the Tears of the Kingdom. Pretty excited about with that. I believe right now we are going to be going and heading into some different shrines and whatnot, and we're going to try to pick up with some more Light of Blessings and try to get at least some extra more heart containers within our time. And not only that, but I wouldn't mind also going and using our good old pal Yonobo, since we do have that Sage power now. We should be able to go and use him within the Elder Mountains and go and hunt for some different other caves that we have not went and fully explored yet. And I wouldn't mind actually going and doing that at some point, just so I can make sure that we at least get ourselves with some extra more bubble frogs, and then hopefully at least be able to get ourselves with the mystic armor, which I think that would be absolutely amazing. So here we go. We're going to go and jump right on into our time of this type of part here in the Paradise Barrens. Now, I have to say though, ever since like so far since I've been playing this game of the Teal Mask, it seems like the performance of this game is not really doing all of that too great here, because from what you guys are going to be seeing at some point is that we are going to be meeting up with Okidogi, and he starts like completely freaking out, and I don't know if that's like some sort of like weird glitch or some sort of weird bug that was going on with my game, but you guys will be able to see this basically somewhat pretty much soon, just right around in this type of spot here. So yeah, if you guys go and see that Okidogi is like freaking out, I don't know if that's just from some sort of bug or whatever, but like I don't know what the heck is going on. And I was just looking at a review or something like that like a little while ago, and I think it was from IGN, and they actually gave this, I want to say, like a 6 or a 5 out of 10, and it's not that great of a scoring. And I know that there's a lot of performance issues, and it actually makes Pokemon Scarlet and Violet a way worse type of performance that's happening within this type of part of the DLC. But hopefully, at least at some point, I know that we're going to be getting the part 2 of everything that's going to happen here within our time of these DLCs. So hopefully, at least within, like, I want to say the part 2 is that maybe at least we could get a little bit of some better performance out of the out of this game, because that would be really nice. But here we go, and let the battle finally begin. Now, I'm pretty certain I think I do somewhat relatively well around out here. It's not all that too bad with Okidogi. Now, the good thing is that here with Carmen and having more Peko is that it actually does have Thunder Wave. So it will actually go and try to paralyze out on the Pokemon there. And you should be able to at least get yourself with some extra bit of damage, which that should be pretty nice to, like, if you actually have like a Pokemon that's actually somewhat relatively slow. Well, at least with more Peko there, you can try to at least make that Pokemon go a little bit faster than Okidogi. But yeah, so I'm going to go and try this out for Dixie, and I think during my time I was like trying to play this a little bit cautiously, but I know that at some point Okidogi does have like the Sludge Wave type of hit, and I think most of these Pokemon actually do have Sludge Waves, so you want to be careful with that, and that does actually do a lot of damage, and I believe it does knock out Dixie here, I think, at some point. But I try to go and try to at least set up for a Psychic, but it doesn't really work out in my favor, because I want to say Okidogi actually beats me in the fastest of the parts of the different turns here, which that was really good. But yeah, so there we go. So there's Thunder Wave, but I think I will probably at least somewhat land down on one Psychic here. So there we go. So far it's doing like somewhat decently all right. But I know that at some point here, it's going to kind of change on its favor for a little bit. Now, Carmen will go and use out on all of her different Pokemon, like on her team, because you guys have already seen most of her Pokemon from before. So she'll probably be having like the Hermione, which I believe that will also be a thing. And I forget what her other Pokemon was also around within her team there. Alright, so now let's go back to normal Morpeko there. We're going to go and see if I can go a lap for another one. Alright, so Aura Wheel does a little bit of some extra bit of damage. But the good thing is that with Okidogi, though, is that it keeps on going for close combats, which that's actually making his defense go a lot lower than normal. But here we go. So let's go and light it up again. And let's try to set up for our Psychic here. Okay, so even though that's not doing a lot of damage, I want to say that this should at least be able to do something here. And I think... Oh, yeah, see, look at that. Just barely Okidogi is, like, still alive, just living just on one. Now, I think he's going to probably go for a move. Yeah, which that's going to be Poison Jab. So it wasn't Sludge Wave, but it's going to be with Poison Jab. I knew it had, like, some sort of Poison type in move here, but unfortunately it seems like... we got ourselves destroyed out there with Dixie, but not to worry, because we'll be going into another different Pokemon out here, which I think I go into Sprite here. And we just go and just set up for, like, I think, like, just like a quick play rough or something around out there for that, right? No, it seems like I'm going to go and set up for a Max Revive instead. Okay. So we're going to try and revive back up with Dixie there, but either way, it looks like Morpeko went and took the last hit, so that's all good. And now Okidogi is going to go back to his normal form. And we could go and start moving towards to the next Mon. And we're just already halfway into the video, so it's not too shabby there. Yeah, I was gonna go and try to plan out on like doing all 3 of them, but until I started to realize that Munkidori was gonna be somewhat of a little bit of an issue, I couldn't really go and actually do all 3. It would have been nice though, but we didn't do it. But hey, there we go. We got the mask that has been retrieved. That's at least one of them so far, so that's pretty nice. Got it from one of the different one of the loyal 3 Pokemon out here so far. And now it's onwards to the next guy. And I think we're just going to go and jump right on over straight towards it, right? Now, where the pond's going to be, I think I kind of had to, I think I had to go and fly back to, I think, to the Loyalty Plaza area, or Loyalty area around within that part. And that was where that pond was going to be located at. And I think this is where we're going to have to go and see that here. So, yeah, so we just need to go and find at least some sort of part around down there. So yeah, there's the Fence and Dippy, which we don't want to do. But there it is. Yeah. And I think I do go and set out on a destination around out there at some point. And yeah, I think we'll have to do it right after the Loyalty Plaza. But it's just very handy though, that with like all these different sideboards, you can at least go and be able to fly into any other type of direction that you want to go to now. So yeah, so at least we have with the sideboard here, we could just go and just set that like all the way to that destination. And I think this is what I do now. I think I actually go and decide to go and use that as a set destination marker. So there we go. Now, I don't know if I decide to just go and start like climbing up on the part of the mountain trail there, but I kind of do this just so that I can at least just have like some extra height, I guess, to go and use Miraidon to fly around, just so that like if I ever do go and spot it, then I could just go and just fly right on over to the actual destination. Now, this is something that I don't think we ever really got to go and see was around over here yet. And this is something quite interesting, well, literally around out here. And there is some other little bit of some extra areas around within the Oni Mountains as well. I don't know if there's any other like new Pokemon around on that side. So we'll have to go and check around over there at some point. And here we are. So we made it up into one spot. Yeah, there's just a lot of coughings and some other stuff there. And, oh yeah, now this was, one part, that I was gonna go and talk to you guys about, and I actually do remember this. But if you guys remember, when I was telling you guys about, like, the level cap type of way that is gonna happen here around within this game, well, you can actually go and, head on over into this area, and actually be able to go and see the Pokemon, sitting around at, like, level 12. So, if you're ever interested, and, if you actually are continuing onwards with your Pokemon Scarlet or Violet game adventure, you can actually go and head on over into this area without having to worry about completing off with the Elite Four. You can just go and jump right on into there and have like some level 12 or level 13 type of Pokemon and head on over into that type of way. Yeah, but it seems like every time that whenever you go and use Miraidon out here and try to use his bike form, it seems like the game always lags, like every time. Because like you just see like a lot of pop-up and a lot of other stuff that just completely just gets really disoriented out here. But hopefully they can at least try to fix that with that type of problem there. But I think we're almost getting close. Yeah, it's pretty cool that Ogerpod's also still following around with us though. And there's that pond. We never really got to see this whole entire pond yet, but this is something new that we're going to be seeing now. And I think once we go and just do one more little circle around out here, we should be at least getting to see Munkidori just chilling. And there he is. Just chilling in the distance there. And I want to say this should at least be the last little segment here of this video that we're having to go and meet up with. And Munkidori looks pretty huge, man. But let's go and bring out with the Pokemon that we do need. Now, unfortunately, though, I think, like, during the time of me actually going and trying to use Sprite, even though that we already know, like, what its weakness is, I think Munkidori already goes and, like, completely destroys out on Sprite, like, right away, like, instantaneously, which that really sucks. And then I had to, like, go and try to figure out another Pokemon instead to kind of benefit from all that. But here we go. Now I want to say also as well too, I want to say like within the next few days or so, I should be able to get myself a brand new 3.5 extension cable adapter, because I know that my friend Kevin has been asking me that I should be able to hopefully try to lengthen up my well, with the other headphones that I have, because apparently the headphones that I have that Kevin is going to be using, so that when we go and do all like all these like 2-player versus type of stuff, it seems like for some reason like every time that whenever we get set up and have like that dual audio mic cable, it seems like it's like really short and it can't really get like enough length. So hopefully with the cable adapter we should be all right for that, and Kevin should be able to at least go and be able to at least have enough type of cable length so that he doesn't have to like move so up front into the actual mic itself, because I know that could actually get pretty annoying. So yeah, so unfortunately I didn't really get to realize exactly everything that was happening here, because I went for an EQ and I went and destroyed out on Morpeko, which I didn't really want that to happen, but I kind of got myself a little bit too carried away. But anyways, it looks like that's what's gonna happen here. And there we go. And also too, one thing that I just went and just did like a little while ago is that if you guys have not been on my Discord server yet, I just went and had to go and move around with my permission roles. And if you guys don't know, if you guys have been brand new into the actual Discord server of our time, when the server first came out, I originally didn't have like any type of like member roles yet. But when I started to actually start creating like member roles and admin roles and all this other type of stuff like on my server, the one thing that I forgot was that I had to go and add the members roles into the other different menu tabs. And now if you guys have been onto there, you may have probably wanted to go and check out on a live stream or something of that type of nature. Well, somebody went and told me in my server that unfortunately most of the stuff that I had was all privated, because for some reason it seems like all of the stuff that I had, because like since it is like at a thing known as like at everyone, basically if you have like members and you start creating like member roles for them and you have like that at everyone type of thing, it makes all of that stuff like all privated. So you have to make like the roles actually like a little bit different into what the different menu tabs are going to be, so that you can actually have like some sort of member role as a part of that. And unfortunately I didn't have all the member roles all set up for those menu tabs, but now I do. So now you guys should be able to go and hopefully at least see during the time of the Discord server for the Prox Gaming spot, that you guys should be able to go and see all the different menu tabs fully there with like the updates, the rules of the different servers that are there, and also with the live streams, which that is the most crucial and the most important. So that if you guys haven't went and checked on through the server yet, you guys will be able to see Twitch streams and also on YouTube live streams as well, so that you guys will be able to go and check that out. And I think I also went and I think I'll let you guys know in the chat as well in Discord, just so that I could give you guys a heads up, because I know that you guys must have probably have been seeing all these different tabs going like, why is it all privated and why is it all like that? Well, I went and fixed that out, and for 6 months I never even realized that was even a thing. I never knew that I went and completely messed that up big time, but now I know. And I think that's the reason why that you guys haven't went and checked it with the live streams all that too much, is because of that. And I finally went and changed it around, so that's all good now. But of course, if you guys are new or anything of that type of nature, please make sure that you guys go and click on the subscribe button. And also too, not only that, but if you guys do enjoy with the with everything here within this episode, or even with the other different episodes as well, make sure that you guys do go and click on the like and also comment down below, and also stay notified for any type of live streams that also do happen. So I'll be seeing you guys in the next one, and I believe we are going to be getting ourselves almost close to be finishing out here, because we only have like just roughly 30 seconds left of the actual video. So I don't really think I have anything else better to go out and say is that all that we have left is that we have one more other loyal member to go to, and that is with Dippy back over at the Oni Mountains, and that's exactly what is going to happen here. So you know what? I think we'll just kind of just end it off in a little bit here. I think we just got just a few other different seconds, but I think that is about it. So I'll be seeing you guys in the next one, and of course, peace.